Welcome, it's Denome. In this video, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin and altcoin markets, and this video basically just Bitcoin. And a very important thing just happened. Basically, 9 hours ago, or within the last 24 hours, we heard the news that finally Congress has passed the $1.2 trillion spending bill. So obviously, this is highly political. What was passed, what was not passed. But overall, for us as investors, what this means is people will be looking for assets that hold value against the dollar. So this means new money creation, and obviously this has an inflationary effect on the dollar, which usually means good things for Bitcoin as well. And what we have seen right now is basically we saw this doji on the Bitcoin price, and then we saw the pullback, and this week has already started just all the way up here. So Bitcoin is basically just making a decision if it wants to go up or if it wants to go down, and right now it doesn't really know what it wants to do. It just goes sideways. So this means basically that we're seeing Bitcoin exchange hands, and eventually this will either break to the upside or to the downside. And I do believe that once this news has now passed, what will happen is the ETFs, the funds, this buying will continue back to the upside. That's what I believe. So we have this window of opportunity to actually use this time to buy Bitcoin before the markets open on the public exchanges and people buy Bitcoin through the ETFs. So if you have time to get Bitcoin, this might actually be the time to before Bitcoin makes its move. And just something that I want to show you guys on the chart here is basically the similarities between previous bull runs and the current bull run. So I drew this red line here, which is kind of the support line for the price, and a similar line on the previous bull run from 2020 to 2021. And what we can see here is that we are currently basically at this moment in time. So this was the previous all-time high, and once it broke through, then we saw this kind of like a parabolic move to the upside, even against the logarithmic chart, which I have opened here. So we saw this meteoric rise of Bitcoin just for after it finally broke through the all-time high, and everything flipped bullish. So this $1.2 trillion spending bill could be that catalyst that will drive the prices to the upside. So even though this might be the bottom trend, basically we could see something like this going forward. So it just goes something like this. And we do have the Bitcoin halving coming here. We do have the ETF, and a lot of bullishness in the world, in my opinion, because the war spending and because of all these social programs that different governments want to do. And yeah, that's basically what I wanted to show there. And there's another interesting point that I do want to show you in the chart, which basically takes us all the way back to 2012. So what we can do here is when we draw a line from the bottom and we just basically track the price from the bottom, this line basically predicted the top here as well. Not 100%, but pretty close to the top here. And when we do a similar line from the bottom of the market here, what we can again see is that just tracking this bottom area here, it predicted the top of 2021 quite smoothly or perfectly, to be honest. So if we do the same thing and we just track the line from here, and we kind of just skip over the COVID madness here, and we just track the bottom, where we end up during this bull run is about $120,000. So this is just what I wanted to show you. Let me go to the automatic view. So you understand the logic that I used on these lines, and this would take the prices to about $120,000, as you can see here. And again, this is the logarithmic view, which means that this is rising exponentially. We cannot really do any kind of analysis like this with the basic view. As you can see, all the lines get screwed up because there's no we cannot draw lines from these. The numbers are too low, so I have to use the logarithmic view. So that's basically pretty much my top scenario for Bitcoin for this bull run right now. There's a lot of bearishness brewing in the market, the talks of recession, talks of all of these things. So if we do see a blow of top, $120,000 would pretty much look like, to me, could be the potential top. Obviously, like we saw here, it could go above it for a short period of time. Obviously, anything can happen, but $120,000, that's when you could consider basically phasing out of the market here. And right now we haven't seen a lot of bullishness in altcoins. We have seen some bullishness in altcoins. So if you want to catch up and make perhaps even better gains than on Bitcoin, maybe some of the altcoins can outperform Bitcoin in this bull run. But because of the layer 2s coming to Bitcoin, and because of the ETF already being on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin being able to capture the value from a lot of the altcoins, but altcoins are not as much able to leverage the price increase of Bitcoin, just having Bitcoin is probably a pretty decent idea, or having a heavy load of Bitcoin compared to other cryptos in the market. Obviously, meme coins like Doge have been pretty strong in this bull run. So personally, I do still hold quite a bit of Doge, but just realistically speaking, I wanted to just highlight that even though you may want to catch up on altcoins, Bitcoin may still be outperforming a lot of the altcoins in the market in this bull run, because it's a little bit different. It's not as much funny money as we saw in the COVID crash. Everybody was just given helicopter money, and people were looking for a lot of opportunities, because the DeFi sphere was still in its infancy. Now it's matured a little bit, and we have the liquidity is dispersed over so many projects already that it's a little bit harder for altcoins to actually outperform Bitcoin on this bull run. And that was a mistake I kind of did in this bull run as well. I was too heavily loaded on altcoins, and they haven't really caught up yet. And right now, basically, it's a little bit too late. So now altcoins and Bitcoin are basically moving in tandem. If something happens, I do believe that some altcoins will outperform Bitcoin. That's why I'm still invested in Bitcoin. But if from the bottom here I was just only invested in Bitcoin, I would have made much more money than having altcoins. So that was a little bit annoying there. But all in all, that's basically my analysis for the markets. It's quite bullish in the short term, but we do have the bearish things, the recessions, the joblessness, and those kind of things kind of in the background. And almost none of the countries have announced the recessions yet. So there could be something there, or we could just see more money printing. But for now, with the $1.2 trillion, I do believe that the money printers are basically on as of now. So that's basically my analysis for the markets right now. Hope you like this content, and obviously my analysis and my opinion might change with new information starting tomorrow, but this is my opinion right now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.